Well, welcome back. It's so good to see you all here today. Praise be, glory, glory. My. Today I want to talk to everyone about being prideful. But first, before I get on to that subject, I just want to say I hope that you have been spreading the word about the newest Bible coming up here that I and Preacher Joe are putting together. Yes, praise be, we're putting it together. We're working with God on this. This is taking some time. But God has all the time in the world. And glory be, we are just tools. We are just instruments. As we know that the light of God works through us, do we not? I know, and that's something, you got to be happy about that. I tell you what, I know sometimes I say to people that don't be proselytizing when you're out there. I don't do that. People don't want to hear that. No, sir. Don't be going out and preaching to people like that. No, sir. I mean, we're preachers and we don't do that. That does not work. You do not, when you're talking to your children, if you have children, you don't go, hey, you need this, you do that. No, you teach through example. When they say, wow, now look at this now, it's working good for them. See how they conduct their life and see how well things are going for them. See how happy they are. Even if they don't have a lot of money, they're happy. Look at that. You can tell they have a peace of mind that a rich man would envy, even though they hardly have a pot to pee in. This is how you do it. This is how you go about it. You don't be preaching. Don't be doing that. That just bothers people. I'm telling you, you don't know what they know or don't know. You do it by example. Yes, sir. You just be the best you that you can be. And you work on it every day. Today you're going to you say to yourself today, you're going to try to be a better you today than you were yesterday. Sometimes life kind of pulls you right by the britches and pulls you down. And you're going to have some days where you just don't feel quite up to, sometimes you just need to feel down, Sometimes it's okay. It's okay. That's all part of it, man, That's all part of it. So sometimes you need that quietness. You need the solitude. If somebody says, hey, I want to come cheer you up, I want to say, no, I really want to take a rain check. I'm in one of those places where I just kind of need to take things in and sort things out. But I'll be back. And sometimes, you need to know when you want to kind of lift back up. And you got to put a smile on your face and you kind of got to put a little snap in your step and you get back into it. That's how it is. Some days it rains and some days the sun shines and people are no different. When the rain comes, you kind of just got to let it happen. It kind of clears the air. And when the sun shines, you got to let it happen. It just makes everything all bright and new again. But the one thing you do not want to be is prideful. Do not go around high-stepping, strutting, being prideful. No, sir, you want to embrace and you want to include others around you into your goodness. That's right. I think of Preacher Joe. Now, I think Preacher Joe has something to say here.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Preacher Isaac. I really appreciate what you're saying there. And yes, do not be prideful. There are some people, and I see it all the time, even some other preachers, they kind of wear this facade of I'm really righteous. I'm really decent. I'm really, let's just say it, better than others around me. I'm coming through life at a whole higher plane. No, but no. God does not care for that. But if you know Jesus, you know what He's all about. He's about the humbleness. That's where the richness is in being humble, being gracious, never boastful, and never prideful. But some people I know, they think, well, I am really living my life right. I'm better than these people over here. Look at how they're living their life. Well, that's something you got to resist. And know that God wants for all of us to be a humble servant. Humble is the word. Humble is the word, and of course that is the opposite of prideful. We do not wish to be prideful, ever. We do not want to come to church in our brand new shiny car and nice duds, strutting up like we're the stuff. No, leave that to rock stars. It's all for show anyway. God's much more impressed with you taking your time, maybe if you have a little money, helping out the needy. That's what Jesus was all about. I mean, if there's any doubt about it, I mean, take a look at Jesus, God's only begotten Son that he sent down here. Jesus wasn't going around with a bunch of money, strutting it up like he was the bomb. No. And when people said to Jesus, how come you let that really poor, downtrodden person come into your space like that? Well, Jesus said, well, clearly, that they are every bit as deserving, if not more. How you treat the least among you, so too you do unto me. And know that at all times, if you want to be with God, you're working for God. You don't use God to get a better deal. You don't go around wearing God on your sleeve. I see this happen way too many times when, we're a Christian outfit. Oh yeah, you can trust us, and they're using God. God does not like that one bit. Do not wear it on your sleeve. You just go about doing good deeds. You go about working on being a better you every day. Better you for God and to those around you and to the world you live in. But don't go around flashing it all over like, oh my God. Don't go around flashing it, I'm a Christian. No. They will judge you by your deeds. Let them judge you by your deeds. Let them read your book without a cover so that they may know you, so that they may know you directly, and that you're not trying to market yourself using God. Some of the most righteous people I have ever met, I would never know if they belong to any religion whatsoever. And I've got to tell you, some of the most righteous people I've ever met, I think it's possible, do not even necessarily believe in God. But they're good people. They're righteous people. They're decent people. And whether they believe in God or not, they represent God. They're doing right by God. Quite the opposite, I might add, as of those who go around with all the trappings, and quite honestly are nothing but a bunch of hypocrites, users. They kind of think if they pull the God card that they can get in the door a little easier, and that they can sometimes pull off things that they could never pull off otherwise. They kind of use God like he's some kind of magic, some kind of magic passkey. And I know and you know God does not appreciate that one bit. Beware of these people, and for God's sake, do not allow yourself to be one. All right, Preacher Isaac and I are now wrapping up today's sermon. We know you got places to go and things you got to do. So just remember, as always, go out and do right by God and be kind to one another. Be loving to one another and all God's creatures. Praise be. And we look forward to seeing you back here next time.
Now you can listen to Preacher Joe and Preacher Isaac's sermons on Facebook just by typing Better Way Church into the Facebook search box. That's right, Preacher Isaac and Preacher Joe now also have their church in a Facebook group. So all you have to do to hear their sermons is go to the Facebook search box and type in Better Way Church. And that's not all. Now you'll also be able to contact them there directly. So now hearing Preacher Isaac and Preacher Joe's sermons is as easy as 1, 2, 3. When you're in Facebook, just put Better Way Church into the Facebook search and the link to Better Way Church will appear. Click on that link and you're there. Glory, glory, it's never been easier to listen to Preacher Isaac and Preacher Joe.